Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. How are you? Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate that. Happy Mother's Day, Cubs girl. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you, Tracy, for the Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Cubs girl. Hey, Sabrina, thoughts of love, and thank you for the floating heart. Hey, Kimberly McNeil. Sabrina, thoughts of love. Nice to see you. Oh, you can hear me now. Yes, guys. How are you? How are you doing? Just coming in to wish everybody happy Mother's Day. Let me turn down the TV. In the background, you will hear Kobe chomping on his new ankle. Well, his new beef ankle. So if you hear the string sounds of somebody just going to work on a bone, that is Kobe. And he's been working on this knuckle for about an hour now. Happy Mother's Day, Sharon Ross. How are you? Happy Mother's Day, you all. And I hope all is going well. I know some of you probably getting in, already started celebrating Mother's Day. I guess well, it's every day, but today's pretty special. Yeah, so happy Heavenly Mother's Day to those mothers that are not with us anymore, and I hope everybody's doing well. I have some plans later today for Mother's Day. Yeah, yeah. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Happy Mother's Day to you. How are you, man? It's kind of cool today. It's like 70 something degrees today. It's not cool, but it's comfortable. It's not cool but comfortable. I hope all is well. Um, like I said, had a good night's sleep. Um, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try out this nice restaurant today. I have a friend taking me out to dinner. Another friend, a family member. I'll tell you guys about it later. Uh, if I come live, I might come live and I might not. I'm not sure. I just left, says Kimberly McNeil. You just left. Okay. Where did you just leave? Where were you? You said I just left. Um, yeah, so I've been pretty much just chilling this morning. I made a little bit of breakfast. I made some, what's it called? Spam? Yeah, I made a couple thin slices of spam, had some grits and egg, and a couple slices of bacon. Uh, just let my dog out there up here breaking. Oh, wow. You just let your dogs out. Yeah, boy, when Kobe break win, man. And I hope this, I mean, he's had a couple of knuckles already. Um, this is a pretty big one here. Uh, and I finally got him another one. This is the third one. The second one I bought was smaller, and he destroyed that one. But this is a big one, and he has been having a ball with it. He has been just going to work with it, and oh, you guys going to Cracker Barrel today? Okay, Tracy. Yeah, I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a minute. I love their Fridays when they have the fish on Fridays, and I like their breakfast as well. But I hadn't been. I don't think I've been to Cracker Barrel since I'm. I don't want to lie, but have I been to Cracker Barrel since I moved down here? I don't think I've been to the Cracker Barrel here since I moved back. I know I went a few times in Chicago, but I don't think I've been here since I've been back. I really don't think I have. Um, I don't really think I've been to Cracker Barrel here. But, Cracker Barrel's pretty good. Always been a staple. Man, sometimes that meatloaf is all been on point. But I tell you, one time I had a bad experience with their. I like chicken fried steak. Um, and one time they kind of messed that up. But otherwise, hitting Cracker Barrel, I would say most of the time they got a standard 8 out of 10 in rating for me. They got a standing 8 out of 10 in rating. Um, Can't go wrong with that one. Can't go down with that one. Yeah. Hey, Miss So Unique, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you. Oh yeah, known for their chicken and dumpling. Have I had Cracker Barrel's chicken and dumpling? I don't think so. But man, I make a mean chicken and dumpling. Man, I hadn't made it in a year or so. Have I made it since I moved down here? No, I have not. I'm trying to think. I have not made chicken and dumpling since I moved. I'm trying to think. Did I make it? No, I have not. No, I have not. Hey, Tilo, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for the sunshine, Tilo. Yeah, I got my chicken recipe dumpling from um, Chef Carmen. Chef Carmen had a great, I mean a good chicken and dumpling recipe. And I made my dumpling from scratch as well. I don't think I'll do the dumpling from scratch anymore. I think I'll just buy the biscuit and cut them up and season it as well. But yeah, I used to make the dumpling, get the flour, the egg, and stuff, and make my dumplings from scratch. But yeah, I don't think I've had Cracker Barrel's chicken and dumpling. I think I'll try it. Y'all can hear Kobe? Can y'all hear Kobe? Y'all, he's looking at me. He stopped just to look at me. Happy Mother's Day, Justin. All the mothers in the chat says so unique. And you as well, so unique. You as well. Boy, do you mind? Do we have to do all? Ooh. Can you lick a little bit and not? Ooh. Ooh. He just grinding his teeth on that bone, y'all. Well, we're going to have to just deal with that little bit of noise right there for a minute. So I've been like, just kind of like tooling around the pages, and I've posted some things on my community wall. But man, I want to say prayers up to that family, that mother, this couple mothers that lost their children over the past couple of days. Of course, no. You know the family in Flint, Michigan. Was it Flint? Uh, the 9-year old that was unalive. My prayers to the mother who's got to deal with that this Mother's Day. It is so sad. The tragedy, the pain people are willing to inflict on another person. Hey, Dripping and Melon. So most definitely, my prayers go out to the mothers and I'm not the father in Flint, Michigan. They lost a 9-year old, and I believe the 14-year old is in critical condition. Both of whom were shot in their homes, minding their business, when a bunch of cowards, subhuman, not even human beings at this point, decided to fire more than 100 shots. So they had to have been a fully automatic weapon into that home, unaliving that 9-year-old and wounding her sister. Yeah, and that's another family sending the mothers up. Prayers for that, the mothers of those children dealing with this on this Mother's Day as well. I'm not sure if they caught him yet, Kelly McNeil, and I hope Flint, Michigan. Thank you for the Happy Mother's Day, Dripping and Melon. I hope Flint, Michigan. I don't know if it's a state that has the death penalty, But hopefully, if they use a weapon that is covered by the federal government, then the federal government can carry through a death penalty. The state may not, but the federal government can. So I don't know if it was one person or multiple people that fired that weapon or weapons into that home. They ran, the police they were talking about, how they used the markers to mark where the bullets, where the casing lands. They ran out of casing counts. They ran out of casing count. The counters, like the little yellow cards, they ran out. They go up to 100. So there was more than 100 rounds fired into that home. Who was the intended target? I know it wasn't the kids. Somebody knows who was the target. Who was the target? Who did they want? Because it sure enough couldn't have been the kids. Two children were unalived by an 18-wheeler truck in a wreck this week in my town during their way to church. So sad. Prayers up to those kids as well, to the family of those kids as well. Hey, TMC, so many prayers going up for our children, y'all. For the for things, our kids. People are really hurting today. Yes, they are. People are really hurting today. And, yeah. So prayers up for the little ones, for the angels, and they are angels. They are angels. These babies, these are angels that did not get an opportunity to experience because someone decided that they don't have a right to be on this earth anymore, or whoever don't have a right to be alive and experience the life that they have so-called wasted on their own. So prayers up to the family. I'm not going to get angry. It's just sad. It's just so sad that mother has to put to rest her baby, her 9-year-old baby, and then deal with the 14-year-old that is actually in the hospital as well with serious injuries. I know the community is suffering, just like the community where the father, the coward, unalived his 7 children and a relative as well. TMC. So we got a prayer not only for these children, but a prayer for the nation, a prayer for our community, because it's us, our people. We need to help, you know, help. And I just don't know. I just don't know. But, God knows best, and He's a just God. So we'll put it in His hand and leave it there. And that's what we can do. I came across Viola Davis did a speech. I believe it was at the NAACP award. And that thing hit me so hard. I shared it on my community wall. And if you get an opportunity to go listen to Viola Davis, and I don't know if this was this year, and let me go get it and see when it was. It will help you, hopefully help me, and also anybody that will listen to it, put things into perspective when it comes to living. And it's about hell. How do you define hell? Thank you for the floating heart, TMC. And this speech, and I heard it for the first time, was so powerful. And I had to post it and share it with you all because it makes you have to reflect. It made me just take a look, and I want to share it with you all. Thank you guys for helping me attempting to reach that goal today. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button as well. But yeah, I want to share this with you all. And it was so powerful. Let me see if I can bring it up here. And to quote her, and it was written by another man, but she just read it at the 2026 NAAC Image Award Saturday night. And She said, I like this quote that the definition of hell is on your last day on earth. The person you became meets the person that you could have become. Okay? Hey, Monya Kirkland, how are you? I'm gonna say this one more time, and you guys, I want to kind of chit chat with you guys, and see, give me what you think, what this means to you. If you get a moment, you can type, I'll read it, but I want to get what you think about this. What do you think? What do you get from this? Okay, and thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly says mental illness is real, and I understand how both sides of the situation must feel. The guy, thank you for the Happy Mother's Day. I can't see who that is right now. Monya Kirkland. Seretinus, thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Kimberly says mental illness is real, and I understand how both sides of the situation must feel. The guy did it to his family, is hurting as well as the other side of the family. Yeah, everybody suffers. Everybody suffers. And he was hurting. His mom said he had some demons, dealing with some demons, as well, and he was unalived by the police. But his mom said he was dealing with some demons as well, and he did have to cry out for help. And sometimes we miss that cry for help. Sometimes we miss that cry for help for those that are experiencing those type of demons, things that they're saying, things that they're doing, and sometimes that cry for help is missed until it's too late. So I want to see what you guys think about this quote. And I said, sector worthy. Um, that the definition of hell is on your last day on earth. The person you became meets the person that you could have become. I say that about our nation. I say that about myself. That there is no becoming until you face the depths and the darkness of your own soul. There's no becoming without healing, without a radical acceptance of one's truth. I know this. I know that about myself growing up in poverty. Maybe she should have got help and ashamed to get help. Sometimes in our community, mental health is looked. It's the stigma of mental health is so bad. Look how we deal with mental health in this sector. Look how we talk about mental health in this sector. Our community, and I'm speaking to our community, especially when it comes to our black men, mental health is so, we think we've come such a long way in dealing with mental health. It's real. It's a real thing. Right? And people do feel ashamed. People feel judged. They won't get help because family members tell them you're weak. Sometimes you go get help because you're weak. Deal with your problems. Man up. Woman up. You don't need to go talk to nobody. You don't need to tell nobody our family issues. You don't need to go tell nobody what's going on. You better man up, woman up. Go talk to the pastor. Go talk to this. Don't say anything to anybody. And we put such a stigma on it that people sit down and they deal with it in the most different ways. They deal with it in ways that I forgot the word I want to use. But they're using drugs, alcohol, violence, abuse to deal with their mental illness. Self-loathing, no care at all, isolation, silence. Okay. Thank you. Come with it. How are you? Happy Mother's Day. Take. This is Truth Giving. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanking you, Truth Giving. Come with it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that support. So until we in our community, we're getting better at it. We're addressing it. But when people feel judged, when they feel less than because they want to go talk to somebody, they want to be able to express, things that they can't tell families, things that they want to talk about. And so sometimes they deal with it through alcohol, through abuse, through self-loathing, through self-esteem, self-deprivation, not dealing with it at all. No medication. No, I'm not taking medication. No, I'm not going to take these medication. No, because my family, my friends, I have so many people that I've dealt with that told me the struggle of coming to get help because of family, because of the community. Do y'all know that in the community that there are more liquor stores than mental health treatment centers? Do you know in the community where it's needed most, especially in a community that is experiencing economic hardship, crime, trauma, that you will find more liquor stores than health centers? You can go into the suburb and you'll find a health center, a community health center for mental health, almost on any corner, about 10 of them, and you find one or two in the city. So outreach is not there. Mental health is treated by the prison and jails. How are you going to get some help for mental health in the city of Chicago? Cook County Jail? Yeah, this has always been in our communities. We got more liquor stores on every corner and a church on every corner. So you got a church and a liquor store. You know? And so we got to start at home and encouraging our loved ones to get help, to talk to somebody if they don't want to talk to you. And sometimes finding somebody that they can trust. Everybody can't be talked to. Can you imagine trying to talk to a best friend and the person that you think you trust, and everything you say in the next day at the party the next day, you hear it at the church the next day? Sometimes it's hard to talk to people because you got to develop a trust. You know, people can't always trust anybody that you confide in, because the next thing you confide in somebody that you thought you can trust, and all your information is over there in the next house by the end of the day. So mental health is real. And like I said, the stigma that is still in this sector makes it hard as well. Okay? It makes it hard as well. This sector reflects the community thinking as well. If you take this sector and you think about the people here in this sector, got to go back into the community. So the thoughts you see here is also in the community and also in the homes, right? You're gonna learn today. Thank you, Local Darn Day. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. So we got to fight that battle on all fronts. So it's here. But we got to encourage people to go get help. We can't keep deterring people, making them feel like if they go get help, they're weak. They can't. They can do this on their own. Hey, come take this, drink this, have that. We got to approach it a different way. Okay? We got to learn to approach it a different way. But I wanted to also get back to what I was talking about by Viola Davis. Did anybody have a thought on what, if you get an opportunity, you can go look it up right quick and read it for yourself and kind of tell me what you think. This trying to engage on this topic, kind of reflect a little bit. What did you get from Viola Davis's quote? And forgot the guy that actually wrote this about hell. What did you get from it? Do you even think about it, or you even care about it? Maybe I'm looking into it because it kind of like made me kind of think. And I'm gonna read it one more time, and you guys tell me what you get from it. One more time. I'm gonna read it because it's just I just want to kind of use this as a topic right now. The definition of hell is your last day on earth. The person you became meets the person that you could have become. What do you think about that? What is that saying? What does that say to you? How does that? Um, what do you get from it? How does it? What do you? How do you see it? Does it mean anything to you at all? You find regret now. That's a powerful statement. You'll find regret now. Yeah, that regret. That regret. Don't meet with regret. How we live our life right now, and all the times the person you could have became, and you look back and you're like, damn, man, what could I have done differently? Could I have done more? What could have been my purpose? What could I have given? Could have done more? Do you have any regrets? Did you become all you could have became? All the things you could have done? Did you step out? Did you live? Did you live with intention? Did you live purposefully? Right? Is there anything? How much regret are you going to face in the end when you look back? It makes you think. And the first part of it is looking where you are at all, knowing your truth. Where are you right now? Accepting and moving, knowing who you are, accepting your truth, and being able to navigate and move around your truth. And once you get to that, I'm thinking, in my belief, once you're able to start dealing with you, who you are, where you've been, where you came from, and allowing yourself to grace, giving grace to yourself, and allowing yourself to live, to think, to be vibrant, to be intentional, to be purposeful, and not have regrets in the end as much as possible. I don't know. What do you guys think? I see Kimberly said that makes you think. You'll find regrets now. That's a powerful statement. I think I found some stuff that I put on my page wall, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. Give me a second here, and I'm gonna try to share it with you all right quick. Um, Let me see if I can go home and go to my post. I'm not sure if you guys are still here. Um, let's see. So on my wall, I put have sector worthy, and then when it says, so on my wall I shared, and this is things I found out. On your last day on earth, the person you became meets the person you could have became or become. The core meaning, the hell, is the essential. the existence. Oh, I cannot say today. Dread and crushing regret felt upon realizing you wasted your potential. Kobe. Kobe. Are we good? You cool? You cool? Kobe good, y'all. He said he good. I can't see the rest of you guys' comments. Let me see. Let me make sure the chat filter is on. Park says, Patrick says, Happy Mother's Day, Justin Chad. I hope you all have an amazing day. Enjoy. Okay, Mark, thank you so much, and thank you for coming by. Thank you so much. He listened for a while, yeah, but he's going at it. The core meaning, the meaning is implied a confrontation between you, between your reality, who you are, and your potential, who you could have been. Motivation, it is commonly used as a wake up call to start making better choices, overcoming apathy, and taking action on a personal growth today rather than waiting. So get up, live today, make choices that going to start making where you want to become, where you want to be. Don't pity yourself. Stop living in pity, feeling sorry for yourself. Accept your truth. Know who you are, where you came from. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming life. And move. Do something. Find a purpose. What is your purpose? What do you want to do? Right? That's where I'm getting. What makes finding your what makes you happy? Because nobody out here can make you happy. They can add to your happiness, but there's not one person out here that can make you happy. Happiness comes from you. Only anything anybody else, in my opinion, can do, and some people may see it wrong, may see it differently than me, but I always believe people can add to it, or they can take from it. But making you happy, that comes from within, from what you're doing, from what choices that you're making. How do you determine your happiness? Because if somebody can determine your happiness, they can also be the determine how you feel about yourself, making you feel certain ways. So do not, you are the person that is in control or should be the one that looking at what's going to make me happy. That's how I see it. Maybe people see it differently. Um, Take action on personal growth rather than waiting. What do you want to do? What's the next step in growing? What's the next step in your journey? Are you stopping? So that's where I'm looking at. That statement that applied when I read that quote. It just made me kind of think about my life and me in personal. And I just wanted to share with y'all, and hopefully it'll kind of like kind of to make you start looking at before you sitting there in the end going, damn, I wish I had, I wish I could have, I should have. Oh, I done. Oh man, was it more that I could have done? Is it anything else Do I have any regrets? And if you don't, and you're good where you are, and you're happy where you are, then okay, that's awesome. Yeah. So what else is going on? Kimberly said he listened for a while. So how you been doing? You gonna learn today? Nice to see you. It's been a minute. Mine ran across you the other day. I was gonna email you, but I'm glad to see you. How's it going? Wait a minute. How are you doing? Are you still there? You gonna learn today? A couple of people I haven't seen. Yeah, Tilo, Soretness, how you doing? How y'all doing? Getting ready for how y'all doing this Mother's Day? Some of you mothers out here, have y'all already started? The dinner, going out to dinner. What are you guys doing today? I know some. I think it was saying they're going out to the Cracker Barrel. And so Unique says she's waiting for her daughter to finish dinner. Dripping and Marilyn and everybody else. Tracy says she's going. I believe Tracy says she's going to Cracker Barrel. So yeah. So yeah, Tracy says she's going to Cracker Barrel. You finished with that bone? Y'all, he almost got this thing clean. He's almost. Now you ready for some water? I'm gonna have to get him a stand for his bowl because he's tall now and the bowl's so low. I'm gonna have to get him a stand to put his bowl up a little higher. What you looking for? You want some more water? You want more water? Huh? Y'all, I promise y'all, I look at this dog eyes from a distance. This is a this dog's eye always kind of it's just funny. His eyes are so cold and mean looking at times. Wow. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to delete. Let me change that. I didn't mean to delete anybody's messages. I hope I didn't do it. But anyway, guys, I just came. What time is it? I just came to say Happy Mother's Day, share a little bit with you all. His eyes are beautiful. He got some beautiful eyes, man. But when he sit back in the cut and it's dark, and you see those cold blue eyes, and they look a little mean too, that thing, I'm like, man, he got some beautiful eyes, Tilo. But when he sit back in the cut, and he kind of dropped that head a little bit, shoot, I wouldn't want to be. I know my puppy, but I wouldn't want to be a person that didn't know my puppy because he got a scary look. He has a scary look, especially when he's got his head down. He drops his head, and he looks like a little bit aggressive looking. That's a scary look. And the eyes being blue too. And at certain lights, it hits the red. At certain lights, if he moves his head a certain way, and the light hits it, it turns red. And I'm like, oh snap. Hey Denise Pratt, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you as well. So yeah, he has these eyes that are blue, then turn red. So yep. Wow. Yep. So So once again, like I said, I just came out to say Happy Mother's Day and wish you all a blessed day. Be safe out there. Let's pray for our. Let's pray for our not only our loved ones, but also the communities, the nation, because we got a lot going on. We have a lot going on. They're talking about. You guys heard about this cruise ship out that was in the Atlantic? I think it may have went back. It was some type of cruise ship. I forgot what cruise line it came from, but it has some type of virus on it. Three people may have died from it, but there it's a virus that once known to come from rat dropping, but now this particular virus is now being passed to humans. And did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about this new virus that that the CDC and the World Health Organization is talking about? Um, y'all check that out. I don't know if it's going to, um, but it's on a cruise ship, and apparently there are some people that have gotten off the cruise ship in different places on different continents, at least four different continents that may have now they got to locate. Okay, and um, they got to locate these passengers. I'm not sure if they located all of them yet. They did get a hold of a uh, flight attendant that had came in contact with a person that did have the virus, but the flight attendant tested negative for the virus. Hey, Lucilla Scott, but keep your eyes on that because this is something that maybe they're looking at. It's not, they don't have it as a high concern right now, but it is a virus that has, I guess you want to say, mutated. Thank you for the flowers because if it was now that can be so I guess it's a mutant virus, right? Would you call it a mutant? Thank you, Lucilla Scott. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Thank you for the flowers. Um, when a virus first started, something that can transmit between humans and rat droppings, rat dropping food, probably pooping in the food. You touch something that they may have pooped on. That's why I always wash all my cans and stuff. If you go into these stores and you buy canned goods or anything, wash those canned goods off. Because I went into a Walmart in Chicago. I think that Walmart was a community store, community Walmart. And I promise you, I saw a rat running across that doggone store, and I just thought, man, you know, I always washed my cans and stuff, but they're saying that this virus normally comes from rat droppings. So rat may poop in the food, or you touch something that rat droppings may have been on, and you can pick it up. But this particular virus, start with an H, was on a cruise ship. Let me see if I can find some information. If you're the one in the chat, if you heard about it, or this is the first time you heard about it, it's called a hantavirus cruise. It's called a hantavirus. Um, 41 minutes ago, CDC acting director flails as he quizzed on the rat virus cruise. Countries airlift nationals evacuated from the virus hit cruise ship. So this virus is now being transmitted between human beings. So CNN asks what the numbers tell us about this virus. So give you a little bit of background on it. Health authorities across several countries are racing to trace and contain an outbreak of hantavirus after the World Health Organization said that 5 confirmed infections have been identified among people connected to the cruise ship MV Honduras The virus is typically associated. Let me go back. Ali, go back. Oh wow, you saw. See, I didn't even know that. Wow. See, let me see if I can get back to. Um, the virus is typically associated with rodents, but it may have passed from human to human aboard the vessel. According to WHO, since April 11th, says 3 people from the ship have died, while a handful of others are sick. The outbreak was first reported to WHO on May 2nd and remained a low risk to the general public. The organization says, don't know because the administration cut into the world, into the WHO, right? We gotta kind of like, I know who they have been, and the CB, what is it? The CDC and everybody has been under a lot of pressure from the administration and a lot of cuts. So I don't know. We got to be careful how things are being reported. Um, the U.S. Center for Disease Control (CDC) and Prevention has classified the hantavirus response as a level 3. Now, what is a level 3? Which is the lowest level of emergency according to a person involved in the situation. So the hantavirus is the lowest level of emergency. Spanish authorities will conduct a full let me get it right, epidemiological, um, y'all know, investigation. I can't pronounce that word. Um, Disinfect the ship after it docks in the Tenerife in the Canary Islands, where who believes the port has the right conditions for passenger safety to disembark. So here's the breakdown in the numbers. Oh yeah, I remember. I gotta look that up, Usilla. I remember Gene Hackman and his wife. Okay, as of Friday, there are 147 people, 87 passengers, and 60 crew members aboard the MV Honduras, according to Oceanwide Exploration. Those on board represent 24 nationalities, including 17 Americans. Authorities have said that they are completing additional contact tracing of 82 passengers and 6 crew members from April 25th air-link flight to Johannesburg from St. Helena that a Dutch woman who had been on the ship took before she died. Okay, so now we have exposure in different places. Okay? Authorities have said that they're completing additional contact tracing of 82 passengers and 6 crew members from an April 25 air-link flight to Johannesburg from St. Helena that a Dutch woman who had been on the ship took before she died. So she may have already been exposed before she got on the ship, and so she was on this airplane. KLM says the authorities in the Netherlands have also reached out to an undisclosed number of passengers on a second flight that the Dutch woman was on in Johannesburg. She left 11:15 flight KL 592 before it took off because she was too sick to fly. A flight attendant who has been experiencing symptoms tests negative. Okay, so we know that before everybody got on the boat, that there was also an exposure on some airplanes, a couple of airlines. Okay, Johannesburg, right? British health authorities said Friday that 2 UK nationals have confirmed the hantavirus cases, and there's an additional suspect case of a British national who disembarked the ship on the island of Tristan da Cunha. I don't know where that's at. Swiss authorities also carrying out additional contact tracing for people who came in contact with this passenger who left the MV Honduras in late April and is being treated at Swiss hospital. I say Swiss hotel, Swiss hospital. According to Switzerland Health Ministry, the patient's wife, who was also on the trip, has not reported symptoms and is isolating as a precaution. Okay. In the United States, y'all ain't heard this yet, right? Thank you, Usilla. Thank you once again. Tim said, ain't no telling how many mutations sprung from that 17 now that they've been in the airport and back to their homes. Thank you, Kimberly. So listen to the United States. In the United States, 5 states: Arizona, California, Georgia, Texas, and Virginia. Listen up. 5 states. Once again, Arizona, California, Georgia, Texas, and Virginia. Said they're monitoring 7 people who had already disembarked from that ship. Now, this virus don't show itself for weeks at times. I forgot how many weeks went by before you can even. I forgot how many weeks they say passes before the virus even shows up. They said they're monitoring 7 people who've already disembarked from the ship. Official says none is exhibiting signs of the illness. New Jersey said it's also monitoring 2 people who were exposed. And Utah reported at least one passenger was in that state, from that state. Government officials are also tracking at least 30 passengers who disembarked at a remote South Atlantic island of St. Helena in late April, and others who went to other ports leaving a variety of countries all before the outbreak was fully understood. So what they're telling us, this shit has been spreading for a month or so before they know. So what they're saying in so many words is this thing is all over the place, and they're trying to get in contact with as many people and tracing as many people as possible, because now we're dealing with at least four, 4 or 5 continents already. So, without saying anything and saying a lot, be careful out there, because they got a virus out there that may have mutated from not coming. Yeah, and we know this administration has cut back on on listening to didn't want anything from and we know that they actually really killed the CDC, that they uh, buried the funds for the CDC, they cut back employees for the CDC, they don't respect so all you can do right now is just be careful out there. Know that there's a virus out there that is now probably mutated to the fact that it can transmit between humans and not just rat droppings where you can be exposed to maybe on food or canned goods or things that rat may pooped on and you touch. This is up now transmitting and it's deadly. But it has a low level. The WHO says that is a low level concern. Again, we know how the big C started. People were having the big C and nobody knew what it was. Since 2019, people were experiencing symptoms in 2019. Before the name came out in 2020, 2021, people were having these experiences and didn't know they were dying from pneumonia. They were dying from different and they didn't know what they were dealing with before they put a name to it. Okay? And we also know that a lot of people pulled their money out, and they don't talk about this. This just dropped off the wall in 2019 before the name came out. A lot of people did a lot of what was it? A lot of crimes and sold their stocks. A lot of people in Congress allegedly knew it was coming down the pipe and they had gotten information and started dumping their stocks. Okay, so a lot of times things are not said or done just for the how I would use it, for the what's the word I want to use. A lot of times the government don't tell us anything because it's our best interest not to know and not to cause a panic and not to cause people to start making moves economically. You know, people start considering, oh, this is another big C, this thing here, and y'all don't know where these people are, and y'all saying these people and they done been off the ship how long, and these people may have it. You know, they're not gonna make a big deal about it until they can find how to control it. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but a lot of times we're gonna play it low. We're not gonna make a big deal until we can get a hand on it and figure out what it is. Happy Mother's Day. I'm a whole vibe and thank you. And happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful ladies in the chat. Say I'm a whole vibe. So you keep yourself safe out there. Keep yourself safe. You know it's out there. If you didn't know, go read up on it. Okay? This is something that I suggest you go read up on so you know what's out there. You know 6 different states that they're talking about. At least 6 or 7 different states. I gave you the name of the states. Know what's going on in your world. Hey, don't do me. Happy Mother's Day as well. Thank you guys for helping me reach my goal. I appreciate that. Um, and I am going to get up out of here and start looking to getting ready to get my day on because I got a couple plans for the day. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And happy Mother's Day to you all. Um, and just be safe out there. Be safe out there. And enjoy the rest of your day. This is Justice Reacts, y'all. And I'm gone. Happy Mother's Day.